All right, hey guys, happy Wednesday. So, if you're at home, we're working on periodic table basics. So, hopefully, this is a really fun, culminating, ending activity to us wrapping up all of our periodic table studies. And I'm asking you to one more time make me a periodic table with valence electrons, protons, neutrons, electrons, all the names, the chemical symbols, anything you can throw at it. And you get to color. So it's like being back in kindergarten, only with knowing the valence electrons of all the elements. So this is what your final one's going to look like, just to give you an idea. You'll get a piece of construction paper in class. You'll cut and paste, but I need it to be really, really nice. So now that you have an idea, let's look back at our paper, and it does walk you all the way through it, and I'm going to get you started on it as well for those of you at home especially. Okay, so I don't want you to cut them out first. So if you flip through your paper, you see that you have some questions right here that look scary and daunting, but they are not. You know them all. But just hang on to those and don't lose this paper. You'll turn this in last. But you can't answer these questions until you've filled out your cards, cut them out, and glued them on your piece of paper where they go. Then once you're looking at the table that you made, you can answer these questions a little bit easier. So don't try to answer these until you've made your table. So you can fold those on back. So you're going to have all of these cards. I don't recommend cutting them out either, because then you're going to lose them. And do not worry if you mess any of your cards up. I have a Ziploc bag of extras in my classroom, so you can just pilfer through and get the ones that you need. So we're going to take a little while to do this activity. I'm thinking Tuesday and Wednesday of the next week, I'll grade that. So you have a little bit of time, because I want you to be able to take your time and do a really nice job. So let's start at the top. You're going to complete the square for each element. So you can go ahead, pop up ptable.com, use your agenda book, or maybe page 114 in your textbook. I think you can find all of this information. So hopefully by now it is super easy for you to fill out protons, neutrons, and electrons. Use those electrons to make your dot diagrams. And then whatever outer electrons you have go on your dot diagram for your Lewis structure. So you'll fill in the box, you'll fill in your protons, neutrons, electrons, and do your two diagrams. So you'll do that for every square that you have, and it's quite a few. Two sets of them. This one got copied front and back, so we'll have to get that fixed. So you have a lot of squares. Then it tells you exactly how to color them. So put a big star here, because I don't know what happens in the time from we pass this paper out to you guys get it in your hands and you fill out your squares beautifully, and then you just totally don't even know that this is here. But keep coming back to this directions page, because it tells you every little thing to do. And if you want to change these colors up just a little bit, as long as whatever it tells you to be purple, like the F and the CL, those two elements need to be the same color. All right, if you want to change up the elements, put them in rainbow order or whatever you want to do, you can change the colors, but you have to keep whatever elements together that it says to keep together. It also doesn't tell you a color for hydrogen. So you can leave hydrogen white, you can color hydrogen gray, you can make it whatever color you want, as long as it's not any other color on here. Okay? Once you have everything colored, all of your boxes are filled in, you can cut them out. But I really recommend not cutting them out until you have time to glue them. Because if you cut them out, what are you going to do? We're going to lose them, and then you're going to have to make new squares, and it's going to take you longer. So don't cut them out until you're ready to glue them on. So I have construction paper at school. You can pick that up there, take it home over the weekend if you want, or whichever day if you have time at school, and you can start to glue all of yours on. So let's look back. It's got an exact way that we want to glue these on. And then you're going to put your label, periodic table, and then, your name at the top. And then for step 7, once you've glued everything on your construction paper, then you can fill out the questions using that awesomely beautiful periodic table that you did. So let's go back to this example, and I have that extra long construction paper in my classroom. And if you'll notice that if you start right on the edge, you'll be able to fit all of them across. So some people want to leave a space and start their elements. Well, it's not going to fit, and you're going to have some hanging off the end over here. So I've seen people do a really nice job. I've seen them outline these with a marker. And then, you know, the best kind of kids will use these in their locker as a wallpaper. I'm just saying, winky face. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so I'll go do one box with you today. We won't wobble. There we go. All right, so let's flip over, and I actually already have some done. So I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to pull these up right here. So I'll show you the top 3 boxes on the first page. So remember, when you're making your dots, you go top, bottom, left, right, and then you're going to come around clockwise. Your energy levels can hold 2 in the first level, 8 in the next, and then 8 and more in the other one. But that's all we need right now. So here's boron for you. 5, 6, and 5, and its dot diagram. So I'll let you see these, give you a good chance to get started, and then you can move on with the rest of these.